I've always said previously that Netflix gives independent smaller studios a platform that allows creative freedom. Kipo and the Age of the Wonder Beasts is a must-watch series for many reasons. First, its engaging story, the inventive character and creature design set in a post-apocalyptic backdrop, the traditional 2D animation, and of course best of all, the multi-dimensional and deep characters. It's on a similar vibe as, say, the island of Dr. Moreau or Planet of the Apes. Imbue that with some Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, and the Fallout franchise, and you get Kipo. Before I continue here though, there are spoilers in this video for the series, so I recommend you watch the series first before continuing watching this video. You've been warned. So, there really isn't anything groundbreaking here when it comes to the animation or the story, but what makes Kipo special is how few post-apocalyptic shows there are starring children, and even fewer in 2D animation, and even fewer with a female lead. It's also imbued with a little mystery, keeping you interested in Kipo herself, her friends, but also how the world became like this in the first place. The show is from DreamWorks, and I'm kind of surprised how I've never actually heard of this show before, because it has a lot of very well-known names attached to it in both the writing and the voice acting and the music. The animation is sort of anime-ish, on the same wavelength as, say, Avatar: The Last Airbender, though admittedly the animation feels stiff at times, but the action itself is pretty smooth, and the exaggerated expressions of the characters matches the voice acting perfectly. Kipo is a series about a 13-year-old girl named Kipo who is accidentally thrown out of the underground burrow where the humans live. She makes it to the surface and makes it her mission to find her way back home. Along the way, she meets a little girl named Wolf and a boy named Benson, a mutant named Dave, and a pig mute she named Mandu. Together they help Kipo make her way back home while also avoiding giant mutant animals and sentient mutants who want to capture Kipo to make her lead them to where the humans are hiding. Representation of all races, genders, sexuality are of course of the highest importance, but it's also important to not have a character be a certain race, age, or sexuality just for the sake of representation. To me, it's also important to have characters who are different and not actually have it be such a big deal, because it shouldn't be. But what is a big deal is that Kipo has one of the first coming out scenes depicted in Western animation, and it's adorable! Why? Because it's treated as just another part of life, and that is huge. We have other shows with LGBT characters, of course, Steven Universe and She-Ra, just to name a few, but to my knowledge, we've never actually had a character straight up tell another character their sexuality before. In the episode Ratland, Kipo's friend Benson takes her to a theme park for her birthday, a safe zone in the post-apocalyptic land where they can have fun and relax while being surrounded by mutants who they'd usually be running from. Kipo develops a crush on her friend and tells him how she feels, and this opens the window for Benson to tell her he likes her as a friend because he's gay. Benson shows no awkwardness about saying the actual words. What he does feel awkward about is that he's worried that Kipo will feel rejected by him. That to me is so powerful. It's a short but significant scene, and the show deserves praise for doing a scene like this while not making it a huge deal or making it LGBT bait, where shows like Voltron went wrong, for instance. Having a character come out in a casual and positive way is something that more shows should depict. I can't wait to learn more about how the world ended up this way and how Kipo and her friends are involved. I look forward to seeing what happens in season 2. I'm Mad Munchkin, stay creative.